Dr. Valdes will now give her inaugural address.
We are now a golden family. I have a very powerful voice. You can soften this thing. Like Kazir Khan, we are the golden family. I mean Assumption. So you are here today because I have a very mercenary reason for inviting you. You're supposed to pray for me. That's why you're here. I've been doing this. You know, this thing is heavy. I've been doing this for a little over 2 months, and I realized something that Tessie Coson, I think she's here. I can't find her. Where's Tessie? When I interviewed her for my book, which is coming out sometime when I finish editing it, sometime this year. And she said to me, the most important thing when you're a leader is remember you are responsible for all these people. And I said, wow, if she says that, and the size of the people that, the number of people that she's responsible for, that's how I feel. It's an easy job. And you know why it's easy? Because you do your job so well. The faculty and staff of Assumption is really phenomenal. I'm not saying that because I'm here, because they really are. It's a lot of work, but it's easy because of you. And number two, I just want to thank all of you for coming here. Not just for showing up, but because every single person in this room, I have learned something from each of you. And it's the only opportunity I have to thank all of you together, because I learned something from each and every one, and I really mean each one. It's different. I just want to say two things. It's about an axial age and women leaders in an axial age. Karl Jaspers said that about 800 years before the birth of Christ, all the way up to the birth of Christ, was an axial age. What happened was there was this storm surge of spiritual energy that burst upon the earth. Buddha, Lao Tse, Socrates, the Upanishads, and it ended with Jesus Christ. I would like to extend Karl Jaspers and say it goes all the way to the birth of Muhammad. But today, a lot of philosophers and a lot of theologians are saying we are on the verge of another axial age. And an axial age means it's a turn that's going to take place on this earth. And this particular turn is again a huge storm surge of spiritual energy. So we are a new era, not because we're digital. That's just a tool. All of those digital things are tools. But in essence, what an axial age is a huge storm surge of spiritual energy. And you know where it is? Especially in the hearts of the young. Because they're following the hearts of all the rest of us here. Because I know we have led the way for them. You have led the way for them, and it's in their souls. So what am I trying to say? A woman leader on the threshold of a new axial age means you have to be mystics. And you might say, oh dear God, you mean to say Assumption set up a school to create mystics? My answer is yes. Absolutely yes. A mystic is not somebody who levitates off the ground. That's not a mystic. A mystic is someone who sees the world with different eyes. Look at Pope Francis. He is truly a mystic. He sees the world very, very differently. So our students here, these young women that we have in this school, we have to create a space where they can go within themselves, in the depths of their soul, and in silence, find that wonderful surge of spiritual energy, because it's the only answer to everything that we have on the earth today. And what does it mean to look at things differently? Let me give you a perfect example. People see ISIS and people see the Taliban, and they see all of these people who blow themselves up in the middle of an airport or in the middle of a bar in violence. But if you look at it very, very carefully, that's only one side of the picture. The other side of the picture is there's this huge surge, and if we only look, it's actually there. And that's the beauty of it. Let's put it this way. In the yin-yang theory, if this negativity is there and there's this violence, it's an absolute, and on the other side, there's an even more powerful positive energy. And that's the beauty of this age. And the other beauty of this age is because it's digital, you women now, when you're young, you know that every 20 minutes there's a woman raped in India. But you didn't know that before. You know about what happens to women in the Middle East. So you know what it is. And when we see, for example, to look at the world with different eyes, we might see migration, and we see how devastated they are and how they've lost their homes. But look at it again. It's more than that. It's the universe pushing us to say, you are one. Open your arms and embrace everyone. Because actually, we are one. And it doesn't happen unless things like this move. If you see millions of people moving, what does it mean? It doesn't mean the world is coming to an end. It means those are signs. That's the spiritual energy that's coming up. And it's saying, we are one and we have to be one. And we have to understand this. Another beautiful thing about our age is, the physicists have told us at the quantum level, you realize we're really all one? Everything at the quantum level is one. All of us here, we see ourselves as individuals. We're not. At the quantum level, we're really all one. And the beauty about the quantum level is all the rules are different. Just like in the spiritual life, all the rules are different. And now I have to say something that's been bothering me for years and years. In education, we educators, we've done our very, very best, and we work so hard, and this is educators around the world, but we have made one mistake. We are bringing the students down the wrong road. We go for competition. We reward the brightest. What about the rest? We put all our rewards there. First, second, third. And it's not good enough for us to say, well, they're all there, you know. No, we have to go number 1, number 2, valedictorian, salutatorian, and so forth and so forth. And you know, I come from a class of extremely bright people. They're sitting over there, extraordinarily bright. Extraordinary. You know, we're the only class with 4 summa cum laudes and about 15 magnas, and I don't know how many cum laudes and with distinction. I don't know. But what's beautiful about my class is not because they're bright, it's because they're wise. So I think, the faculty doesn't know this, one of my innovations, we have to create other kinds of recognition, not just who is the brightest. I don't know how you make an award for who is the wisest. I really don't know how to do it. But I think it's very important. Competitiveness brings out jealousy, criticism, judgment. That has to go. That's what it means to be a mystic. A mystic says, we are all one, we are not going to compete. Sister Cheryl told the story, Ubuntu, is that what it's called? Ubuntu. Ubuntu. It's a word, it's an African word. It means like togetherness and we are one. What's the correct phrase? I am because of who we all are. Ubuntu. And there's an anthropologist, she told us this morning, who did a little experiment. He put a basket of fruits beside a tree, and he got a bunch of little children, and he said, whoever gets there first gets all of it, and the rest will have nothing. You know what they did? They held hands, they went together, they sat around the basket, and they all ate the fruits. Now, can't we do this in education? That's what I want to do. Are you with me?
Yes.
That's what I want to do. One of the parents said to me, because I'm trying to meet everybody, I'm meeting the parents, and one parent said to me, it's the same 10 girls who get awarded, and I'm tired, we're already second year high school, 9th grade, 10th grade, and it's always the same 10 girls. What about the rest of the class? Now, of course, we're going to give the summa cum laudes, and we're going to give the valedictorians, of course, because the world expects it. Because the world rewards intelligence. But we have to come up with something. I don't have a clue how we're going to do it, but I'm going to go to the faculty. And I know that many schools are trying to do this. This is not the only school, but we have to find our way to do it in Assumption. Rain Maria Rilke said, we have to be bees of the invisible. Bees of the invisible. What does this mean? That's a mystic. And the mystic goes out, and it gets the nectar of the essence of everything. It takes it to the hive of its soul, and from there pours forth honey. When I heard that term, bees of the invisible, I said, that's what we have to do in this school. They have to go out and look for what is invisible. Well, you all know the story of the little prince. The essential is invisible to the eye. You can only see it with the eyes of the heart. It's very true. Sant'Exupéry knew what he was talking about. So girls, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go out, and we're going to get the nectar, meaning what's the essence of that person. So maybe she's not the brightest. So maybe she's not the prettiest. But you know what? She's got wisdom. And we're going to get the essence of what the person is, take it to your heart and to your soul. That's the hive. And from there comes the honey. And what is the honey? Compassion, forgiveness, and finally, love.
Thank you, Dr. Valdes.